Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stroke Assembly online in your homes. This is the last session of the week. I'm delighted that we've got through this week so far and had some great sessions, which I hope those of you who have joined the earlier sessions have enjoyed. Today is our third and final session of the week. As I say, it's moving at home, and it's our live exercise class for you all to participate in. So it's been a great week so far. On Tuesday, we had our CEO, Juliette Bouverie, join us, and Eamon and Emma to talk about our Moving Forward After Stroke programme. You can watch that webinar again. Already, it's up on our website at stroke.org.uk/UKSA virtual. So you can go and watch any of the webinars that we've hosted already on our website if you've missed them. On Wednesday, we had a fantastic interview with Craig Pankhurst, who is a stroke survivor and founder of the charity A Stroke of Luck. So you can watch that webinar as well on our website already. So as you may have seen, if you've joined them already, these sessions typically last around 30 minutes. Today's is a live exercise class with Elaine. We're going to get started in a few moments. Before we do, just a little bit about how you can participate. If you want to post any comments or questions, you can do so in the chat box. We've got Natalie, as usual, monitoring your questions and your comments as they come through. Morning, Nat, are you with us?
Morning, everybody. Hope you're ready for this morning session. Just as a reminder, if you do want to post any comments or questions today, at the right side of your screen, you should see a chat box. If you scroll down to the bottom, you can type in your comments and questions into the text bar and use the little arrow key to submit your questions. I look forward to reading all of those.
Thanks, Nat. And it is so important that you guys have your say in this. We want to hear from you. So do post your questions and comments throughout. And also, at the end of today, you'll receive an email for those of you that have participated this week to give your feedback on how you think these sessions have gone. And actually, we really want to hear your feedback. It's very important that we can continue to improve these sessions and make them as accessible and as best as they possibly can be for everyone that's joining. Also, we'd love you to share the webinars that are taking place moving forward and share your experiences with others that may benefit. We want as many people as possible to access these webinars and join in moving forward. Our program's up on the website. Please do use social media if you're using it to promote them. You can use the hashtag Stroke Assembly on Twitter, on Instagram if you're using it. So please spread the word and ask others to join if you can. On to today. I'm really excited about today's session. I've got my kit on, ready to go. We've got Elaine raring to go to take you through our seated exercise class. So I'm not going to talk for any longer. I'm going to hand over to Elaine to get us started. Please join in, have some fun, and let's finish off the week in style. So over to you, Elaine. Good morning.
Good morning, and hi everybody who's joining us today. And a big thank you to the Stroke Association for asking me along today. So just a little background on me. My name, as you know, is Elaine, and I work up in Rochdale. And I work with the Stroke Association on the Exercise After Stroke programme. And I worked on another programme with them before that. So I've been working with the Stroke Association now for about 5 years. And I've loved every single minute of it. So we're going to go through the exercises today. I know you have been asked to get a chair. I'm going to show you how to do the exercises both sat down and stood up. So this really is a completely inclusive series of exercises that can be done by anybody. Yeah, it doesn't matter what your ability is, you can do these exercises in some way, shape or form. So we're going to do all of the exercises, we're going to work it all through. Really important that you are safe, so make sure you have a little bit of room around you. Make sure you've got your chair or a wall if you want it for balance. We're going to make sure they're effective, so I'm going to be telling you what we're doing and why we're doing it. And we want to make sure it's fun. So I do want to make sure that you've got a big smile on your face. I've put my nice rainbow leggings on so you can be nice and cheery. And I do always think that that really works. And a special hello out to everybody as well who is in my stroke group, who I know has been joining me today. They saw me yesterday on my Zoom call and now they're joining me again. So without more ado, we will get going. So we're going to do a little warm up to start with. We're going to do some little bits of marching. So all I want you to do, if you are seated, I'll turn my chair around so you can see me. Just going to come forward a little bit on your chair if you can, just so you've got a nice straight back. We're sat nice and tall. We're just going to go for a little march. So just nice and steady, just marching the feet out. And you want a little swing with the arms, swinging through the shoulder as much as we can. And it all is very much about your ability and doing what you can do. And this is just getting yourself moving a little bit more in your own house. As you can see, I am in my own lounge. So seated, it's nice and steady. We've got a little bit of engagement through the core muscles, a nice straight back. If we do need to use the back of the chair, you make sure you're sat nice and tall and nice and straight. We've got that support. We just want those legs just a little lift and those arms just marching it out. So if you're seated, stay with that. If you're standing, it's exactly the same move. So we're just nice and steady. We're just marching it through. Little swing, like I say, through the elbows, just pushing them back a little bit. That's what we want. We're not going mad. We're marching at whatever pace. We may be a little bit slower. We don't want to be that much faster. We don't want to be running, not yet, not yet. It may come, who knows. We just want to be as equal as we can on both sides. And I know you're going to say I'm not that equal at times. Doesn't matter, nobody is. You just make it as equal as you can. Yeah, so just nice and steady, just marching it through. And this is just getting everything warmed up, yeah? So we've got a little bit of blood pumping through to the legs, a little bit of blood pumping through to the fingers. We're nice and tall, so we've got that engagement through the core. We've got a big smile on our face, I know we have. I always say to all my classes, you've got to be smiling. It's no good if you're not. So I'm going to sit myself back down for our next one. We're going to bring our feet to a stop. We're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to warm up our shoulders. So we're going to come up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. So we're bringing the shoulders up towards the ears, pushing them back, squeezing down the back. So we're really moving through those shoulders again as much as we can. And I'm very aware that one shoulder may work a little bit better than the other. And again, that doesn't matter. Do it at a level that works for you. Yeah, if it's one shoulder working, it's one shoulder working. So again, if we're standing, we want a little bend in the knees. We want a little bit of engagement through the abdominal muscles so we're nice and balanced. But the move is just the same. Yeah, it's up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And I always think this is a nice move. If you're feeling like, you got a little bit of stress, a little bit of tension, you can just loosen it all off. Yeah, just ease it through. That's your last one. Give them a little shake out. And let's march it back out again. So we always do a little march in between on the warm-up exercises because we want to keep that blood pumping round. We want to keep it pumping through those legs, pumping through those arms. And what we want to make sure is our arms are swinging forward and back. We don't want to be across the body, but really nice, strong forward and back. And again, if we're on our chair, it's a nice, strong forward and back. Nice and smooth. I can already tell how good you're looking. I already tell that you all look amazing. And let's hope that Natalie and Tony, that they're doing it as well. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're joining in. And any feedback, like we say, we always appreciate feedback. Feedback is always needed. Yeah, always good. So our next warm-up exercise, we bring our feet to a stop. It's going to be the size of the waist. We're going to pop your hands at the side. We're going to do a little lean. We're going to bring it nice and tall in the middle. And a little lean to the other side. Nice and tall in the middle. Little lean and nice and tall. Little lean and nice and tall. And when we're sat down, we're making sure we keep both of our bum cheeks down on that seat, nice and solid. We don't need to reach for the floor. We just need to stretch that side of the body. So again, if we're stood up, we've got that little bend into our knees, and we're stretching down and up. Stretching down and up. And it's very important we keep that little bend in the knees because that helps us to really keep our balance. Yeah? If you've got a really, really straight leg, the tendency is that you're not as balanced, but a little bend in the knee allows you to correct yourself at any point. So do one more on each side, There's one. Where's our other one? There's two. Bring it up nice and tall and march it back out. So it might be with the march now, you feel like you can get a little bit of a bigger swing through those elbows. We're pushing the elbows back. We want a nice long neck though. Think about really lengthening the neck, keeping the shoulders down. Nice and proud, nice and tall. A little bit of a engagement through the abdominal muscles. And whatever pace works for your legs, as I said, you might be here. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I'm going to sit myself back down. Join you guys who are sat down. It's the same thing. It's the same move. Yeah? As I say, that's why exercise is fantastic. It's so inclusive. Everybody can do it to some level. You might be one arm, and that's fine. You might just be the legs, and that's fine. Do it to what level works for you. Next warm-up exercise. Staying with the trunk. We're going to sit nice and tall. If we can, I'm going to fold the arms up. And if you need to support an arm, bring your good arm underneath. We're going to twist to one side, back into the middle, twist to the other side, and back into the middle. So nice and slow, nice and steady. Don't try and go too fast. Don't make yourself dizzy. Again, try and sit nice and tall. And this is the exercise where being sat down really pays off. Because when you stand the exercise up, got your little bend in your knees, you've got to be really careful that we don't twist through the hips. We want to really twist through the waist. So it's a little twist through the waist. It's a lot easier, this one, on the chair. The chair people get this really easy. Well, actually not easy. It's actually harder. You're working harder at this point. So we're going to do last one on this side. Back into the middle, march it back out. So there's a little bit of a warm-up done. So we're going to head into a couple of little exercises. We're just going to do a little minute on each one, just for you to get a little bit of flavour for it. I would say, if you were doing these exercises at home, to try and build it up to maybe 2 minutes on each one, if you feel you can. Now, the chair comes in useful now for 2 reasons. One, you might be sat on it, which is fantastic. 2, you might need to use it for balance. Yeah? So if you need a chair for balance, you just hold on and use that chair for balance. It's absolutely fine. And you may need it balanced this way, you may need to turn it and balance this way. And either way is fine. And some people also find that a wall is really good for balance. A hand against a wall is fantastic. We're going to start with a knee lift. So we're going to bring it to a stop. Chair's there for balance. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. You don't have to have the hands if you don't want to. If you can, opposite hand to opposite knee. That's it. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see the lift comes from the hip and down, up and down, up. And we're staying tall, keeping it nice and straight. If you're sat down, exactly the same move. Up and down, up. And you may have the arms added in. You may just be lifting the knees. If you wanted to go a little bit further, we can have a little twist and down, twist and down. And again, seated, you can get a real set of work through that midsection of the body. Standing, that really becomes a balance exercise. And anyone who's just tried it with the twist in a standing position, that really starts to work the balance. And that's where the chair can really come in handy. Just do one more on each side. Last one. Bring it down and march it back out. So we march it nice and strong, and you might find now you've got a little bit warmed up, we can go a little bit faster. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you don't. It's absolutely okay. You can go whatever pace works for you. So that was a little bit of an aerobic type exercise. The next one we're going to do is going to be a little bit of a strength exercise. And this one is going to need a chair for everybody. It's going to be a single leg lift. Turn my chair sideways so you can sit. So we're going to sit ourselves down. We're sitting nice and straight. We're going to utilize these muscles on the thighs. And we're going to lift, squeeze that thigh, and lower. lift, squeeze the thigh, and lower. We only lift the leg as far as works for you. Yeah, so it might be we just slide it out a little bit and then we pull it back in. And that's okay. We're squeezing this thigh just as much as feels all right for you. We're trying to stay nice and tall. So not only do we get that little bit of work through the thigh, there's also a little bit of work through the lower abdominal muscles on this one. You want to stay nice and straight. And you can see why we don't do this one stood up. Lifting a leg nice and straight like this while you stood up. That's balance of a whole different level. We're not trying that one. So we're squeezing that thigh muscle nice and tight. Obviously you're still smiling, aren't you? Yep, I can sense it. Can sense the smiles already. So squeezing that thigh muscle and down. Squeezing that thigh muscle and down. Nice and steady. Couple more. Last one. So we're going to go back to that little march. I'm going to stand myself back up. I'm going to turn my chair back around so I can use it again. So we're keeping it marching. Nice and smooth, nice and steady. Where does the time go as well? Doesn't time go when you're having so much fun? That's what you were just going to say to me, wasn't it? I know. So I'm marching it out nice and smooth. Our next move is going to be a side step. So you want to make sure you have got space. If anything needs just moving a little bit further out of the way, or if you need to use it for balance, use it for balance. So a little bit of a march. We're getting used to the marching. I did have a guy on my course, I love him, lovely gentleman who hated marching. Every time we did it, and we do it often, it's like, oh no, not the marching again. But now that same gentleman can walk a mile in just under 15 minutes. So it pays off. Bring it down to a stop. You're going to step to the side and together. To the side and together. And you're going to think little hurdle, step over, bring that other leg over. You're not going to go too wide. You don't need to lift too high. Concentrate on your balance. And this one really good if you have a chair, hold on to the chair in front of you. Hands can go onto a wall if you wanted to. If you're sat down, sitting, we're going to lift and together, lift and together. Again, all of these moves, they are the same move. Whether you are seated, whether you are standing, whether you're using something for balance, there is a way of you doing the move. It's a way of you getting moving with just a chair in your house, with just a wall. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. I'm going to bring it back to a little march. We're going to go straight into our next exercise. It's going to be a heel dig. I'm going to add in a little alternate arm push forward to work some coordination. So we're going to heel dig and forward, heel dig and forward. So heel goes out and our opposite arm goes out. Yeah? If opposite arms are just not working, do same side. Again, absolutely fine. Do same side. Or if we've just got the one arm that's going for it, can do that one on a double arm. It's absolutely fine. As I say, everything is done to a level that works for you. Yeah? It really is your workout. Yeah, do everything. Every exercise, if you see an exercise professional, should always be able to be adapted. Yeah, there should always be a way of you doing it. So this exercise, again, if we're stood up, is a tap and in, tap and in, tap and in, tap and in. Just nice and steady. It's just there. Yeah, standing or seated, same move. Okay. Just going to do a couple more. And I'm going to go straight into our next move. Flying through them now. Now you've got warmed up, we're good. We're going to do everyone's favourite. Sit to stand. Yay. So we're all going to need our chair. We're going to stand, sit yourselves down. You want to be sat on your front third of your chair. And again, you only stand up as far as works for you. It might be just pushing into the legs as if you wanted to stand up and then sitting down. Pushing into the heels if you want to stand up and coming down. If we can, slot them back a little bit. Knees in line and your ankles. We're going to push strongly into your feet, come up nice and tall. Sit yourself back down. So we hinge at the hips, nose over toes, bring it up nice and tall. Take it back down. And you do that whatever pace works for you, nice and steady. If you need to, you can use arms of a chair to stand yourself up. You can use a chair to stand yourself up. Some people find they like to push a little bit onto the legs to bring themselves up. Some people need to feel for the chair to come back down. You do what works for you. You work out the way that works for you. As long as we're not using momentum, as long as we're really pushing through the heels, we're really powering through the legs to bring it up. That's the main thing. Yes, we're really powering through. That's it. And down. And powering through. Just a couple more. I reckon we can get 2 more in. I reckon we're good on 2 more. So there's 1. And 2. So we're going to bring it to a seat for everybody. This last little bit's going to be done seated. Just a couple more minutes, that's all. So you haven't got any weights for you today, maybe, but if you did want to use some weights and you haven't got any, I find tins of food absolutely fantastic. I won't tell you what tins of food I've got. You can probably guess from the colour. But tins of food, water bottles with some water in, water bottles with some sand in, anything works. Just adds a little bit of weight. So we're going to start with a nice simple bicep curl. We're going to sit tall. Our elbows are going to come in. We're going to curl up and down. And again, this exercise, it can be done without any weight. Just getting the elbows used to that movement. Just getting the bicep used again. It can be done with someone just helping a little bit. If you've got someone who can just help the arm along, again, that's absolutely fine. So we've just got that little lift, that little squeeze. And I know people, again, who've been in my classes over the years I've been working with Stroke Association, they started with no weights and they've built it up. One of my gentlemen now, he's lifting 4 kilograms, 5 kilograms on some of the exercises. He's built his strength up slowly. Some people lift 1, some people lift 0.5, some people just do the arm exercise. Work it at your ability, build it up nice and slowly. Try it out at home, see what works for you. We're just going to do 1 more exercise. We're going to bring the arms out in front, a little bend in your elbow. We're going to lift to shoulder height and down. You want to keep your wrists nice and flat. Back nice and straight. We don't want to lift over the shoulder. We don't want any impingement on the shoulder. Just want to lift it up and down. Lift it up and down. Up and down. And there's loads more exercises that we could add in. There's so many exercises that you can do, and there's other places, you know, that you can look from. I'm sure the Stroke Association will share so many different places that you could go to and find exercises to do at home. This is a very, very small, very quick little set of exercises for you. So we're just going to keep it. We're just going to do a couple of stretches. I'll pop my footings over there. Okay, so we're just going to pop one arm across and just stretch it through. That's it. And then we're just going to do the other side. So pop one arm across and just help it over. This is the exercise that confuses everybody. All the other stuff's all right. This little stretch, everybody just gets confused straight away. And that's fine. That's okay. We're all right. Hands are going to come onto your hips. We're just going to push the shoulders back. Give me a little stretch out across the chest. I always say like you're the figurehead on a boat. Not the Titanic though. I love the stories of the Titanic. I'm a vintage girl at heart, as you can probably tell from the house. And our last stretch, just to finish, we're going to come forward a little bit, take one leg out, heel down. You're going to sit really nice and tall, pop your weight on your bent leg, hinge forward from your hips just a little bit, straight back, straight legs, put a little stretch into the hamstring. And that's it. And then press it back up, swap sides, take it out, heel down, toes up, weight on your bent leg, little hinge forward, straight back, straight leg. And as the guys said before, and as I say, any feedback is always greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. We always love to know what you think. Other than that, that is all from me. I hope you've enjoyed this little brief flurry into a little live exercise class, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Oh, Elaine, thanks so much. That was brilliant. I absolutely loved that. I hope everybody who was joining in at home enjoyed that too. Elaine, I think we've had some questions. Natalie, do we have some comments from people who are watching?
Thank you, Elaine. That was brilliant. I hope everyone's feeling great after that session. We have a few questions around music. Elaine, would you suggest that some people who do exercises at home could listen to music whilst they're doing exercises?
Yes, definitely. I love to exercise to music. Absolutely love it. It's my thing. I would say the only thing you need to be careful of is making sure the beats that you get is something you can work to, because you will automatically find yourself going on the beat. And if you put a beat on that's too fast and you end up like this, then we might have some issues. But a lot of people I know, they listen to sort of rock and roll stuff or country stuff, anything that's got a beat that's a nice steady pace that you can get your little march to is absolutely fine. I love it. And you'll find actually it'll go faster. The time goes faster with music.
Brilliant.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I have one more question from Susie. I mean, Elaine, you might be able to answer this. Can doing exercises help with one-sided weakness?
It can indeed. Some of the exercises would need to be a little bit adapted and you can work a little bit more. I don't know where that person's from, but if you have a stroke association near you, they can probably put you in touch with someone who could give you some more specialised exercises on just working through that one side of the body. The exercises we've done today are kind of a holistic way of looking at it and working through the body, and obviously can adapt it. If I'm working with a group and I've got the people in front of me, then I can taper the exercises and alter the exercises dependent on a person's needs. And there should be somebody within your area, and I know the local stroke associations know those people, should be able to put you in touch with someone.
Thank you. Thank you. I think that's all the comments for now, but thank you for everyone who has commented today. And as if you've got any further questions for Elaine, feel free to pop them in the chat box and we can pass them on as well.
No problem.
Thanks,
Thank you very much.
Elaine, I have one question, if we don't mind bringing you back for a second before you go. If people want to see more of you or take part in future classes, is there a way that they can do that perhaps?
Yeah, so there's a couple of ways. At the moment, the company that I work for, Link for Life in Rochdale, so that's Link number 4 and Life. We have some exercise classes with me that are up onto our website. So Link for Life at Home. I've got a whole set of the sort of stuff I've just done. And I've got 15-minute classes and 30-minute classes and 45-minute classes. Other than that, if people are on Facebook and they want to see me personally, if they go to #GymBuddiesE&J, we do live stream every week, and every Tuesday at dinner time we do a chair-based class, and people are more than welcome to join us. And if anyone needs the information, I'm sure I'll get it through to Natalie, and Natalie can share that out with people.
Well, that's brilliant. Thanks so much. And I think we're going to post the links on the chat box if we've got them,
That's
so people
fantastic.
can see more hopefully and join some future sessions. But for now, Elaine, thanks so much. I absolutely love today's session, and hopefully we'll see some more of you in the future.
No problem. Invite me anytime. I've loved it. Thank you.
Take care. Wow, what an end to the week that was. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, a big thanks to Elaine for running that session for us. But just to finish, this is the end of our Staying Active week. We move on next week to a different theme, and we have 2 webinars next week where I'll share some more information on those in a second. But as we finish Staying Active, we just wanted to say there are plenty of information and resources online on our Stroke Association website should you want to find out a little bit more about how you can stay active at home after stroke. There's also a brand new fundraising challenge which will help you keep active as well. So some links on screen right now that we'll share as well in the chat box that you can access around support you can find on My Stroke Guide and on our website to keep you active after stroke. And then I mentioned our brand new fundraising challenge, Stride for Stroke, which you can get involved in and sign up for on our website as well. You just need to go to fundraising/Stride for Stroke at stroke.org.uk. Again, we'll post those links in the chat box. Now, please do get involved with that as well. And then on to next week. So it is Taking Action Week for the Stroke Assembly. We have 2 webinars. On Monday, you can join our campaigns team who will tell you about how we can continue to make stroke a priority even during lockdown, and from your own homes, how you can continue to campaign to push stroke up the agenda and keep it being as important as it possibly can right now. And then on Wednesday, really excited about this session. We're in partnership with Low Salt. We've got Low Salt ambassador Sally B, who features on the Lorraine Show on ITV, who's going to be doing a live cook-along. We're going to share that recipe a little earlier next week, so you'll be able to get involved with that and join Sally for a live cook-along as part of our Taking Action Week next week. So that just leaves me to say thank you for everyone that's joined all of our sessions this week. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember what I said about feedback. We're going to send you the email later today. You can be entered into a prize draw by giving us some feedback. So there is a prize up for grabs. Feedback's really valuable to us to ensure that we're giving you the best webinars possible moving forward. So please do share the word, join us next week, and have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye, everyone.